still very much banging. Now, talking about Olamide, the next topic is postponed his album to June the 18th, and that is the third postpone or the second postponement from June 3rd to June 13, now to June 18. There's been a lot of theories around that want to say, Olamide wants to put Fola on the album. No, it was with Dr. Dre the other time. So he was trying to produce a song which will have Dr. Dre right now or something like that. What exactly is happening to Olamide and the album postponement?
Lack of following through with the plan. I don't say lack of planning because there was a set plan, but they deviated from that plan. I already told you why they deviated from that plan.
Why did I
the ripple effect.
Why did I bring this topic, for God's sake?
Oh, this is the ripple effect of deviating from such plans. If you don't follow through with the initial plan that you have, this is the ripple effect. This is what happens when you start being used. That's what happens.
What do you mean by being used, Big Lala? What do you mean?
Yeah, that's what happened.
You see, Big Lala, what I've asked you is, why is Olamide postponed his album?
I'm telling you why. I'm telling you why. Because it's something that should be straightforward. I mean, I could understand the first postponement, right? Maybe they wanted to do some other thing. But you cannot postpone something 3 times. Say, after you've dropped an album and you've set the tone and say, this is how I'm going to go with it, right? It's because it wasn't as
usual of Olamide, though. Very, very unusual. Like, it's not Olamide.
And it's gone from Tuesday to Tuesday, now to Wednesday.
Yeah.
So it's a lack of, I'll say lack of planning. I think that's what the word.
What if it's an Empire thing, Big Lala?
Why should it be an Empire thing? Who else is on Empire that would want to disturb the release of an Olamide? Although I do have a theory, right?
What's the theory? That's what I want to hear.
Yeah. Theory not for Olamide. I mean, on the Asake side, basically, because Asake has been a bit quiet, or usually quiet, not dropping as much songs. It's just been while for the last months now.
Yes.
And I think because this issue with whether there was an issue or not with Olamide and Asake and all those things, I think maybe as a sign of respect, Asake wanted to just chillax a bit and let Olamide do his thing, because maybe he wanted to find out if he would be on the album or he wouldn't. Do you get? I think he might be that. That's my theory. But for Olamide, I think he did not follow through with what he perhaps dropped Kai too early. There was not too much competition around that time. It made no sense for him to actually drop Kai at that moment, right? Kai would probably have done, much, much, much better. Now he had to contend with a Wizkid feature in Ayastar, had to contend with the Davido album, and then his own Wizkid feature again. So those and then the week after there was a Burna Boy Lawo. It doesn't make any. You want to drop at the time where you are, of course you're a big name. You can compete with anybody, but it doesn't make sense.
There's space. I kind of agree with you with that, with the timing of, and right now, let me say it in public, and let me say it, even though I don't agree with him being used. No, hold on.
Yeah,
even though I don't agree with him being used, I absolutely agree with you that it was wrong timing for him to drop that song, which he already has a song with Ayastar. Let that song marinate well. There's a Davido album, there's Lahore, Burna Boy, and give them space. Maybe this time around would have been a better time. Instead of dropping this 99, if you drop the song with Wizkid, people have listened enough to, I would say, to Davido album, even though it's still going well. They've listened to Ayastar and Wizkid, they've listened to Burna Boy's Lahore. So they've listened, they knew something new. It could have been that guy that will say, I've got a song with Wiz. Now with the Wizkid documentary and everything, the Mariah, the PR around Wizkid, it would have been really, really dope for him to drop. And maybe the next week the album drops. It would have been a very good push for the album. Wizkid Olamide, very good pre-album. But right now it does have the song with Asake, Che Vibes, Young John, and the Dialcom guy, which is also not bad. But yeah, I agree with you that there were too many songs. So he tuned that song in the midst of a lot of Rogbodion going on at that time.
I just they laugh you. You know how this is the way you talk. He equates to something, but you don't want to agree to what he equates to. But you agree with
that it was used against Davido. No, I don't agree.
No problem. I
don't agree. I will stand on that hill. If we die here, I will stand on that hill that he was not used. Olamide himself is big enough. Like you said, like you mentioned, is big enough.
He's a kingmaker, but a kingmaker can be used without knowing, without being known.
I don't know what you're
Without
talking
knowing.
about. I don't know what you're talking about. But now, talking about this postponement, it's done once, it's done twice. Do you think the fans have lost some sort of faith in Olamide
No,
to
I don't think
believe that?
there's that much. Everyone knows Olamide, legend of the game, probably has the most album of any
But when you're looking unstable,
who.
when you're looking unstable, you're like, you don't, your data is changing every now and then. Is that not going to change the perception of the fans? Say, you know what?
Nah,
Why
really, not really. Olamide is a big name, right?
he is a big name.
And right now, I don't think people are, I don't think even us that were saying it and making a news out of it. I think he's been would have quietly done it, and people would just be waiting for when he drops it.
Yeah. Yeah.
They had this surprise release yesterday with 99. Um, again, does that look planned? You know who got that song first? It was actually a radio AP that got that song first.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
That is that
Olamide's
proper.
daddy
That's Olamide of how many years ago? Things like that don't play. They don't play in this era of
anymore.
Afrobeats football now. They don't play. Then they used to play in the era of the blogs. Olamide would just go boom, oh yeah, I send the car key, and it goes.
I agree.
Before you know it, everything is everywhere. I think he probably just wanted to try. Even if he wanted to try things like that out, it was slow. I saw that announcement on there. Then I didn't see anything officially on YBNL or Olamide.
Until I think a couple of
In
hours
fact,
later.
you will see more on Asake's fan page, which is Giwan Republic. Right?
Republic, yeah.
You see them pushing that more. Oh, Asake and Olamide, and they wanted to use that as a shock. Right? And then hopefully we'll see what happens in 8 days' time if that would see the light of day.
Right. Anyways, Asake is like you mentioned, Olamide's album. Yeah, with this song, there's Young John, and then there's Sheyi Vibes. A lot of people have been talking about Olamide and Sheyi Vibes not having a song together ever before. They've been begging and begging Olamide to say, please just do Sheyi Vibes. Sheyi Vibes. They've been begging Sheyi Vibes to do a song with Olamide. Finally, Olamide has a song bringing Asake and Sheyi Vibes together for the first time.
What do you think is the reason for that?
What is the reason for that? Empire.
That's the reason.
You're right.
Yeah.
Asake is still with Empire.
Yeah.
Shiva is with Empire.
Yeah.
Olamide is with Empire.
Yeah.
And Young John, of course, Olamide's boy, any day, anytime. So
I think that's one, but I think he might also be going to Empire.
So, so are we? Is it this song that with Sheyi Vibes and Asake on the same song and everything? Did it come as a surprise to you though?
I think yes. I'll say yes. I think when we did our predictions for who's going to play album, did anybody mention Sheyi Vibes? Was it you?
No. Wait, that's true.
Did you mention Sheyi Vibes?
Oh, who did I mention? You chose Ayoma Fabi?
I did choose Ayoma. I chose. Who did I choose?
Oh yeah,
I don't even quite remember who I chose.
Oh my god, how did you forget this thing now? Oh,
I'll go back. I'll go back to the episode and
video. I think I chose Sheyi Vibes. I think I chose Sheyi. I'm not sure if it was me or you that chose Sheyi Vibes. We chose another artist again. I've forgotten, to be honest. I've forgotten. Actually.
So I don't know what it is with them initially. Because Sheyi Vibes was a big player in the streets.
Yeah.
Way before.
Before
that.
And
yes, I think another reason why that might happen is the person who is managing Sheyi Vibes and his young boy now is was this Olamide's previous under Empire, the guy who used to handle Olamide digitally. I forgot his name. Come back to me. But it's the one who's with Sheyi Vibes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. His name starts with M. I forgot. Is it M? Yeah.
It's a guy, yeah?
Yeah, a guy, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd know the guy.
Okay.
So yeah, that is becoming a family and it's easier to collaborate with. Yeah, within Empire, everyone's together.
Right.
Yeah. It was a surprise. Even for Asake's one, it was a surprise.
Yeah, Asake on Olamide's. I mean, a lot of people have talked about Asake not being in good terms with Olamide and all of that. Asake is on Olamide's album. Does that clear all the doubts that there's nothing in between these guys as per a fight or anything? These guys are good together.
No, I don't think it clears it for me. I think perhaps
Lala. Asake being on Olamide's song does not clear it for you.
Not like I want them to actually fight.
You want them to fight. You
I
want them
think
to
it's
fight.
more of a statement thing from Empire than actually the actual situation on ground with things with as regards these artists. You know, Asake and Sheyi vibes. There's this long-standing. Oh, this one is copying who from the fan base. They've never been on a song together. You get.
Yes.
Asake and Olamide, there's been this issue of he was unhappy, he feels cheated, he's left, and all those
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
The ungrateful is that, and there's this Asake giving shout out to Olamide multiple times, with Olamide not even saying anything
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
it. So it's more of a let's try and shut the industry thing. That's what I see it as from Empire, right? Using all the artists who are under them for that purpose. Of course, Olamide has to agree with it, but it might be just be that easygoing person and say, "Oh, voila, you guys do what you want to
So
do."
do you think this collaboration is some sort of settlement kind of thing? Like the
Not
music
settlement.
collaboration?
It's just a statement. It's like they want to try and shock the industry with a feature. It's like saying no. It's like when Buju and Muga came up and said we're doing an EP.
Oh, right.
I see it in the same mode. There must be something involved for all these three or all these four people to be on the song.
And it's Empire too that did that,
Yeah, same
Ruga and and Benson together. Anyways, we're waiting for the Olamide album. June the 18th is what Olamide has said if he does not postpone again. At this point, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if Olamide postpones again. I'm not saying I don't trust or the fans don't trust Olamide, but if you have to postpone an album once, twice, then there won't be any surprise if you do the third or fourth time. And at that point, we'll just say, Olamide, you know what, just do you. Anytime we won't drop the album, just drop him and all of that. Does it drop the anticipation for the album?
Yeah, I think so. I think I was expecting it on the 12th. I was even already looking forward to maybe we're gonna do a live stream.
Live stream, yeah.
I was already looking forward to that for in 2 days. Then he moved. We'll see how it goes.
Anyways, we'll see how it goes.